All right. All right, all right. Can you hear me? Is it live? Ooh. I think I'm live. Oh. I'm waiting on the timer to get started. Ooh. It's all right. All right. That's going to be Tetris the Grandmaster 3 Terror Instinct for the Nintendo Game Boy. For the arcade machines. It was made in a very long time ago, in 2005 to be precise, and we're waiting on a sequel. Hopefully, it becomes a real thing. But in the meantime, this is the latest installment yet, and it's by far the most spectacular. So I hope you'll enjoy this very much. I'll get started by showing the basics. And what better way to show the basics than by memeing? So I will use a cheat code. And this cheat code is called Big Mode. Big Block Mode. And we're gonna go Big Block Mode on the thing. There's kind of a reason why I do it. It's to make things clearer to everybody. Like, as you can notice, the T is rotating on a artificial ground, and that's a thing that's really surprising to a lot of people. The T will not rotate to its core, and everything will be done on some sort of artificial ground. So that's pretty much the idea behind the whole thing. Oops. I can do this. This works. There's a bunch of spins that I could try. Oh, am I live? Am I? Whoa, my voice is quite powerful. Hello, everybody. There might have been some technical issues, but in any case, I'm glad you can see this run. So, yeah. So I showed you the basics of Tetris the Grandmaster through Big Mode, because Big Mode, in a lot of ways, gets you acquainted to some of the basics that you would see in the TGM rotation system or ARS. We can do all clears, and they're called Bravos. If you hold so A and C are have the same purpose. There's the same rotation button. You can use that to do some 180s really fast. So that's pretty much that's some point of interest. Also in Big Mode, you'll get a crap ton of Bravos, so that's also that, I guess. And well, in this version of the game, it has hold, and hold pretty much takes the piece that you are currently using, and you can put it to some other use. So you can either you're unsatisfied of your current piece, or you want a better piece, and you know you have it because it's the one that's in the hold queue. What else? Oh, oh no, crap. The game speeds up quite a little bit by little bit, pretty much. The beginning is kind of nice. It's just the gravity gets fiercer and fiercer, but then it becomes like something else, and you'll see relatively soon. It's not just the gravity, because the gravity will eventually go to a maximum point. Speaking of gravity, so a lot of Tetris players hold the button right as the piece spawns. And TGM really goes around that way by forcing you to press the rotation button or the direction before it spawns. And very often you get rewarded by doing so. So, for instance, every time you hear a little like sharp sound, that's the sound of the piece being pre-rotated. And not only is it like, it's good because it makes it rotate at the first possible frame, but that's even better than that. It actually makes the piece spawn in that rotation, in that rotated position. So that's also something to keep in mind. Generally, a lot of times, when you see the next piece, you know what to do with it. And you will see me, like, especially you have a good view on the stick. You will see me, like, prepare my rotation as the line clear animation is going. And yeah, that's a crucial thing in all the TGM series games. So the first one was, I think, released in 1998. I could be wrong about that. The second one was in 2000, and this is 2005. Okay, so now we have infinite gravity. The pieces pretty much spawn at the very bottom. Oh. Could be fine. Will be fine. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's just messing with you. All according to plan. Yeah, infinite gravity, you can see some other factors are actually speeding up, and that is the line clear delay gets shorter. The next piece has a shorter entry delay as well, and a bunch of other things. You will see that it will just take every possible factor that is normally like part of a sane. You know, it's supposed to be a nice little help to help you understand like what your piece is doing, what you're doing out of it, where you're taking it, etc. All of those factors will become like close to non-existent by the end of this little exhibition. And yeah, that can be a problem. In this, you can see that I have more and more time to just, well, not more time, less time. Less time to do some crazy stuff, pretty much. And that, in a way, empowers me to place the pieces wherever I want as fast as possible. So that way it gets less quote-unquote boring. I'm glad you like it. And so generally the objective, regularly, you have to level counter. That's to the side. Like it's close to 900. Now it's at 900. Pretty much the idea is that you need to get it all the way up to 999. And that's not exactly the lines, it's the lines and pieces that have spawned. And then in the end you have a fun little challenge, which you will see momentarily. Okay. Yeah, so this is the semi-invisible. If I wait long enough, not waiting really long enough, but you'll... Okay, so I have some visual cues that kind of indicate me what the heck is going on, but aside from that, I'm in a weird tight spot. And then I just stab a bunch of places with blocks and hope that it becomes okay. Nice. Calculated. Yeah, so that's M9. That grade is calculated in a weird way. Let's not talk too much about it. Let's go for something a little more interesting this time. We'll connect to our ESA account, and if you connect to an account, it's not online, unfortunately. It's dependent to every arcade machine that exists, or every TGM3 game. The password is A, by the way. Lamau. And we will go to, well, this is very hard. You can see it's pretty hard. We're not gonna play it. We're gonna play the normal game. But the normal game has an examination system. We might get one. We didn't. It's fine. Basically, the game keeps track of everything that you do. And so you've seen the big mode. Big mode was unlocked. It was on an unlocked account because it's a cheat code. You can't actually cheat on a logged account. But one thing that it will do, having an account, will be very useful in that it will keep track of all of your games, and it will try to make you it will try to promote you to certain grades. So you saw I got M9, okay? So that's a grade. And imagine that I'm getting M9 consistently on this account. Then there's a small chance that the game will tell me, hey, you're pretty good at getting M9. So this time, if you get M9, you will have it on your profile page. And the profile is the little thing that's on the top right. So right now it says 9. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten an examination yet. But, you know, it keeps track of a bunch of other different things, your best score in Shirase, which is the super hard mode. And there's decoration as well. Those are little things. I guess you could call them. There's some sort of they're insignificant, but the more the better you play, the more you'll get, and it has a max out at some point. You have a big medal. So yeah, that's pretty much it for logged accounts. I think you will notice something. You'll notice something quite soon. But you've seen that the game is a little more talkative. It says "cool" quite often, and the reason why it says so is it's actually keeping track of the number of Tetrises that I make, and also my time. And time is going to be very important here, because not getting into the details, but if it will tell me cool if I'm good on time. Like right now, it should tell me relatively soon. Please. Yeah, there we go. So it said cool at the last possible moment, but it did. So that's cool. And if I don't get any of these cools, we won't get the invisible at the very end. So you've seen the semi-invisible. There's actually a full-on invisible. If you've seen TGM, you probably know about it. It's been viral in the OMG Invisible Tetris videos that were around at the time, so yeah. The time constraint is it can be relative, and in this case it very much is. Which is, if I slow down too much in between sections, like I make a mistake, or, you know, I panic even just a little bit, that will make me miss the cool. So that's something to keep in mind. In parallel of that, I tried style with ice spins, I guess. I try to get a good grade, because the grade is kind of an internal thing. It never tells you what it is or how you can get better at it. But I kind of know how to milk it in some ways. We've reverse engineered it quite a bit as time went on. Oh yeah, this was, so okay, some interesting point to note here. This is the same mode that you saw for big mode, but you can see the speed is like quite high. And that is a consequence of having coals. Having a coal actually speeds up the game by 100 levels. So right now it says level 630, but it's actually more close to level like 1230 or something like that. It tries to fetch the data that corresponds to it, and it gives you this, which is it's pretty tough. Okay, just hold on a sec. Still got the coal, but I'd like to get the next one. I don't think I got the coal, but we'll see. Oh, we did. Okay. Okay, so since I had to go really fast, I couldn't go for Tetrises. So I'll kind of milk the rank a little bit. I need to go for doubles, because for some reason, anything that isn't a double or a Tetris is worthless. So... yeah, also T-spin is broken. It says T-spin quite erratically. Don't worry about it. Okay, hopefully we get the invisible. Yep, we did. Oh no. Oh, load, he coming. This is gonna be tough. Alright, I was glad to show you the invisible. Yeah, it's showing play data. There's like a pentagram. They really like the pentagrams. They like them so much that one of the statistics is actually a random number, because they couldn't take 5 statistic out of the game, so they basically generated a random number. Let's go crazy, I guess. That's gonna be the tough one, the tough one. No invisible, but a bunch of other gimmicks, and also it will get really fast. So you can see it's already like infinite gravity, and the line clear delay is already like quite short. Oh, I don't like this. You want to go for as many Tetrises as possible in this game because it actually gives you some sort of time bonus. Considering that the main means of discrimination in this game is time and not score, they've found a way, which is basically, remember what I was talking to you about levels? Like how levels are the sum of the pieces that you get and the lines that you've cleared. Well, if you go for a Tetris, you have bonus levels. So if I go for a Tetris, I won't get 4 levels, I will get 6. And if I do a triple, I won't get 3 levels, I'll get 4. Anything aside from that will not give me any level bonus. And considering the fact that I have to be very fast for the game to allow me to go into the second half, oh, come on, please, don't do this. Not in front of people. Yeah, some inputs get... some inputs are weird in this game as well. That is definitely a thing that people don't like much about this. But it definitely is pretty... Well, I would say it's one of the toughest. Okay, so we got through the first half, and we'll have the other, next 500 levels. Around a gimmick that's very, very non-cool. You'll see it very soon. Yeah, it's gonna copy the bottom row. So you want, yeah, like that. You want your stack to be as clean as possible. Because that way it copies a Tetris well. But if you have a bunch of holes everywhere at the bottom, that is the worst. It's really hard to recover from those. So see, I made a hole. I'm gonna fix it in the air, quote unquote. Because I don't want it to go to the bottom. Crap. Okay, cool. This is bad. I got a lucky distribution of pieces though. Nice. This is where the speed is gonna get absolutely nuts, so... Yeah, I couldn't do anything about it. And that was it. It fits perfectly into the time, by the way. It's I couldn't even imagine that. Uh, had I survived longer, I would have gone overestimate, but yay. That's going to be it for... Yes! Within the estimate. Thank you so much, by the way. I'd like to... I'll definitely give a huge shout outs to the TGM community. Those people are awesome. I would like to also give many, many, many thanks to the ESA staff and the Movember Foundation. They're great people, and they've been really, really helpful with setting up this material because it's hard to capture and it's very uncooperative. So thank you everyone for watching, and yeah, I'll definitely see you next time.